The Forge. Written by Arthur Rumrill. Chapter 14. The Dream. February 3, 2035, Green Cove Springs, Clay County, Florida. Ray jolted awake in the recliner, heart racing, the ghost of a caterpillar roar still echoing in his ears. The dream had been vivid, too vivid. He was back in his old Peterbilt 379, the classic he'd driven for 15 years. Chrome stacks gleaming, candy apple red paint, the long hood stretching out like a filthy promise. He was hauling a heavy load across a flat, endless desert highway. Nevada or Arizona, sun beating down, no other trucks in sight. Then the engine stuttered, a cough, a shudder, and finally silence. The big rig coasted to a stop on the empty blacktop, dust swirling. Ray climbed down, popped the hood. The familiar 500-horse Cat diesel stared back at him. He traced the ignition wiring harness, something he'd done 100 times on the road. There it was, a primary feed wire chafing against a sharp bracket, insulation worn through, arcing just enough to blow a fuse under load. Simple enough fix. He rerouted it, spliced in fresh wire from his kit, taped it securely away from the heat and vibration. The engine fired right up, smooth, powerful, like it had never quit. Then the scene shifted. The hood wasn't a Peterbilt anymore. It was the rig's propulsion test stand, the hybrid Methalox engine cluster they'd been fighting for months. The same wiring fault, scaled up. A high-voltage harness routed too close to a structural brace, flexing under thermal load, intermittent short-killing primary ignition. Ray's eyes snapped open in the dim living room. 3:47 a.m. He sat upright, breathing hard. The dream wasn't a dream, it was the answer. He grabbed his phone, opened notes, typed frantically. Harness route, brace interference, thermal flex, reroute primary ignition feed 15 centimeters forward, add flex loom and heat shield. He threw on jeans and a hoodie, grabbed keys and travel mug. Black coffee could wait. The F-150 roared to life. 40 minutes to Cecil, empty roads, stars sharp overhead. He called Elena on the way, voicemail at first. Then she picked up on the second try, voice thick with sleep. Ray, it's 4 in the morning. I know what's wrong with the ignition. Dreamed it. Old truck fix, same problem, bigger scale. Silence. Then, I'm on my way. Meet you in the bay. By 5:15 a.m., they were in the hangar, lights on, a skeleton crew roused by Elena's texts. Ray walked them through it, pointed at the harness, the brace, the exact wear pattern visible under flashlight. The lead propulsion engineer stared, then laughed in disbelief. Son of a bitch, that's it. They rerouted the harness before breakfast. Static fire that afternoon. Clean ignition, full duration, no anomalies. The breakthrough. By evening, the team was buying Ray beers in the break room, calling it the Peterbilt fix. He accepted one, Modelo, cold, but only sipped. Later, driving home at dusk, he opened Grok, typed, dreamed the fix. Old truck showed me the way. Grok replied, sometimes the road you've already driven points to the one ahead, Ray. Well done. Ray smiled at the darkening highway. The rig was waking up, and so was he.